we'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens.
It has been a season full of twists and turns, and it all reaches a crescendo here tonight as EA Sports so proud to welcome you to the marquee event of the NFL calendar, Super Bowl Sunday. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up this Sunday of action. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you got the biggest game of your life to win.
Jackson looking to throw right away. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, here's Mitchell. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Second down and 3. Another run with Mitchell. Powerful running. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Hill again on second down. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Jackson now off the bootleg. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. Jackson now. They'll run the screen with Mitchell. And still fighting. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. Here's Jackson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown Brown. And the Ravens are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. A long opening drive and a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
Yeah, it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A first down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's second down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
But first down, Hurts. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the second quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Here's third and a few inches. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second down and a yard. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Jackson's throw is on target to Likely. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now a first down carry, it's Hill. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Finding Walker complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a
touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Ravens continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They go play action with Hurts. He'll get that complete to Albert O. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. And quickly they get to the line. Now it's Jackson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And
that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Hill will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
Tucker now to add the point after. And it is now 21-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result was the touchdown run by Justice Hill. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. Just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And the Eagles going to get one final possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, it's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long Hurts fumbles it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We talk a lot about setting the tone to start the game. Well, you want to start the tone right in the third quarter as well, and nearly lost a football there in their first drive.
And sometimes we overdo it when we talk about halftime adjustments and what teams are going to do. Most of the time, it's just a matter of executing the game plan you brought in. But I'll guarantee you, they didn't draw that play up on the whiteboard at halftime. They're fortunate to retain possession.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Hurts. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 25-yard line. The third down conversion is successful. Give them 12 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A handoff. Barkley running left. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Eagles! Dallas Goedert, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good with a PAT, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. Finding space at the 40. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Here's Jackson to throw. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Jackson on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the fourth and final quarter. On second down, it's Hill. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think he brought up.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Ravens are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
They'll go with Hill here on first down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And they're going to speed things up here. Jackson.
Finds his man over the middle. It's Likely.
Touchdown!
Isaiah Likely
from 19 yards away.
And the Ravens are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And he's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the 4th quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get him down here at the 23. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second down.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Campbell making the catch. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
He'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Powers by at the 40. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 37. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 16.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Catch made here by Campbell. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll look to throw again.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Trenton Simpson. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here, because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way, as we saw there.
On target to his man, Likely.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Jackson.
Complete to Likely. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. So the field goal unit is coming on here. And, boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And they say officially it's a 68-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Out route pass complete to Goddard. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Second down. Here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And it's all over. Just one is left standing, and that one is the Baltimore Ravens, your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
Year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.